Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. The first reactions for Wonka are in. So the other day, Warner Brothers held their official Wonka premiere, and press and members of the press associations were able to see Wonka, and we finally got our first social media reactions. No full reviews, but just initial social media reactions. So we're going to be taking a look at them. So this first one comes from Grace Randolph, and she says, "Wonka is shockingly good. Paul King delivers a movie along the lines of Paddington for adults, turning Wonka into a male Mary Poppins. The movie manages to be its own thing, and it's as fun as seeing a live Broadway show. Definitely this year's big holiday movie." So starting off very, very positive. Spoiler alert, pretty much all the reactions I'm going to be reading are pretty much along these lines. I mean, Paul King is who directed the Paddington movies, which are honestly some of the most beloved movies. I haven't seen them, but I probably will watch them before the movie comes out. I am very excited for the movie. But yeah, this is so far starting off really good, shockingly good even, which I expected this to be good, to be honest. I did. Paul King is obviously a good director, based on what I've heard from other people, and Timothy Chalamet is known for choosing good projects. And yeah, this looked good, so I'm not really shocked that it's that good. But anyway, this next one says, "Paul King brings the same lovable tone from the Paddington films to the Wonka movie, adding in some cute musical numbers. While Timothy Chalamet doesn't quite feel comfortable in the role, a grimy Olivia Colman and others in the cast make up for it. An end-of-year surprise." So again, very, very positive. Saying that again, Paul King brings some whimsical feelings and lovable tones from the Paddington movies over to the Wonka movie, which is great to see. But this one sort of mentions Timothy Chalamet and how he's not quite feeling comfortable in the role, and that was something that we noticed in the trailer, is that some of his line delivery was a little bit off, and he does sort of have the same look as Gene Wilder. I believe this is a prequel to the Gene Wilder movie, not the Johnny Depp one. And so he's sort of going to be mimicking that performance of Gene Wilder. So it sounds like he's not too great in it, but that's just one reaction. We'll have a look at some others. So this next one says, "Wonka is an instant holiday classic and a truly magical time at the movies. Paul King's whimsical style works as well here as it did in Paddington. Every musical number enchants, and the entire ensemble takes turns stealing the show, led by an endlessly charming Timothy Chalamet." Now, this one's a bit more of a positive spin on Timothy Chalamet's performance, not going into depth, but saying he's endlessly charming, which is good to hear. So some difference of opinions here. But again, holiday classic, whimsical, magical, these are some of the themes that we're seeing in these first reactions, which is very encouraging to see, because I am excited for this movie. I am very excited. The trailers, or this new trailer at least, looks really, really good. And the most recent one looks really, really good. The first one sort of was a little bit, I didn't really like the first one, but this most recent one does look really good and whimsical. And we saw the set leaks, and we saw set photos. I'm excited to see the musical numbers. There's a lot about this film that I'm really excited about. Also, the cast is great, which I'll talk about. But yeah, so this next review says, "Wonka's magic was able to win over even a skeptical like me. Just like a box of chocolate, Wonka is heartwarming and cozy. The musical numbers, stunning visuals, and incredible acting make it an excellent film that I can't wait to revisit over the Christmas period." So again, very, very positive coming out. And I want you to remember that typically first reactions are, in general, more positive than negative. You'll rarely find a very negative reaction to a movie that's just okay. A first reaction. If the movie's terrible, you'll know about it. But if the movie's just okay, they'll usually skew more positive. But these are seeming like they're skewing a lot more positive. And so I'm thinking this could land somewhere around high 70s, early 80s in terms of Rotten Tomatoes, because we don't currently have a Rotten Tomatoes score. But that's what would be my guess from this, because again, they are usually overwhelmingly positive. People don't really want to come out outright with all the negatives of a film on their first social media reaction. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, another positive one. So yeah, let's look at this next one. This one says, "While Paul King's Wonka doesn't quite reach the charming and beguiling heights of the Paddington movies, it is still a delightfully sweet treat. Timothy Chalamet's titular dandy is endearing and fun, while Hugh Grant's Oompa Loompa steals every scene he's in." So again, looking like another very positive one. This one has a little bit more of a negative aspect to it, saying that it doesn't quite reach the charming and beguiling heights of the Paddington movies, which I can't really comment on because I haven't seen those films. It's still overwhelmingly positive, right? with mentioning, you know, the movie's delightful. Timothy Chalamet is great, they say, or this person says. Other people have said, you know, other things, but yeah, we've seen more positives about Timothy Chalamet than not. But yeah, those are all the reactions we have so far. But looking at them, they look pretty positive and pretty encouraging. Again, I'm very excited for this film. I'm very curious to see how it's going to do box office wise. I think because it's around Christmas, movies that release around December, like holiday Christmas movies, typically do well because people want to see those Christmas films in the Christmas time. And this movie does look like it's going to be a great holiday film. I mean, just looking at the trailers, it looks whimsical, it looks colorful. It does look like it's going to be a really good holiday film. I'm very excited to see it. I think it comes out December 15th. I will try my hardest to see it because like sometimes these films don't play in like my theater that I'm closest to until like a later date. But we'll see. And if it is, then I'll definitely be checking it out. But yeah, overwhelmingly positive results, which I was honestly kind of surprised by because that first trailer, a lot of people were shitting on the movie kind of and saying it looks terrible. Timothy Chalamet doesn't look good. The color grading is boring. That was sort of a criticism I had as well, is that it didn't really look too magical and whimsical. It looked very like olden days, you know, sort of not boring, but it didn't feel like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka type movie, you know, just based on the look of it. Because those two movies, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka's, what's it called, and Willy Wonka, I think that's what it's called. I haven't seen it in a while. They both have a similar visual style, I guess, with overly colorful set pieces and things like that, right? And these, the first trailer at least definitely didn't have that, and so the second trailer does, which is very encouraging. But yeah, I think a lot of people were turned off by that in that first trailer. Just it didn't look like a Willy Wonka type movie. But yeah, I'm very excited to see this film. I'm excited to see the origins of Willy Wonka. He's such a iconic character these days, especially in you know, media and film. And I'm just very excited to see what Timothy Chalamet as well does with the role. Is he going to be good? Is this not going to be quite a good fit? Because he's a fantastic actor, you know, Call Me By Your Name, Lady Bird, Bones and All. He's terrific. He's a terrific actor, you know. And so I'm excited to see what he does with the role. I think he'll do a good job. He is one of the best actors working today, or one of the best younger actors. And so I'm excited. You know, these reactions are quite positive. So yeah, that's it for the first reactions for Wonka. They're seemingly quite positive. That was my breakdown of them. Let me know your thoughts below down in the comments. Are you excited for this movie? Are you not? Let me know your thoughts. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. It would really help me out and I'd really appreciate it. Go check out all my other videos. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.